Terry M. Lee from terrymleetraining.com. And today is Terry's, Tech Terry's Technical Tips. Can I say that fast a couple of times? Anyway, it's Terry's Tech Tip Tuesday. And so, what I want to discuss today is basically what do you have in place when somebody cancels their membership, whether they're using Kajabi or not. Now, we would love for our customers to stay with us forever, but the reality is that they don't. And it could be for a variety of reasons. And so, no fault of our own. So, I want to go over really quickly what you might want to consider setting up in your Kajabi backend as opposed to just letting a customer click cancel and kind of be on their way. You can ask them questions, get some feedback, and thank them for being a subscriber to, let's say, your membership or your coaching program or what have you. So this is probably only valid for subscription-based systems, like membership sites, like a Netflix, but you might have a coaching program that maybe they pay weekly for 6 weeks or something like that. Excuse me, I apologize. Oh my God, it's not even noon and I'm already yawning. But so let's take a quick look. So right here, I have a product. It's just a dummy membership site. This is in my test side, so there isn't any images or anything like that. But if I click on this product, what I have it set up for $27 a month. So if somebody were to go into their account, let's say they were a member of this, and go into their profile and in their billing, they could cancel subscribing to our demo membership product. And so what would happen then is typically nothing if we don't set up anything. But if we go into our automations, and for those of you that aren't familiar with automations, that's your if this, do that kind of scenario. It's something that automatically kicks off or starts when a particular thing happens. So I'm going to show you what I've set up here. And this one is that when the offer, a subscription is canceled, then I want to select which offer it is. And right now I really only have two, but this is the one that has the product. Then I want to send them an email. And I could do other things in here. I could revoke an offer, subscribe them to an email sequence, what have you. But I want to send them an email. And so I could give them, a subject that says that it entices them to read, obviously, like with this but ... And then I want to thank them for investing in the program, but I would like for them to take 2 minutes just to answer two questions and hit this button. Now, this actually goes to an assessment that is within Kajabi. Now, that's just another fancy term for saying a survey. If you're not using Kajabi or you're using something else, you could use, Survey Monkey or something like that to gather maybe a little bit of feedback. Or I could have just asked them just to reply to the email and say, hey, what's not working for you, or provide like some valuable feedback. So I'm going to click over here, and this is my assessment. I was just kind of honestly playing around with it. So if I go back to the beginning and I preview it, this is kind of what it looks like. 2-question survey, why are you canceling today? And maybe I follow up with, if they picked other, maybe expand And so maybe I just say, I just don't have the money right now, which a lot of times that's a common thing. And then maybe what would they change? And then I allow them to enter in the information and the assessment is completed. Now, besides getting some feedback, I could also, let's say, apply some tags to them. So if it were canceled, and then I might add a tag. Now, if you're unfamiliar with tags, tags are just a fancy word for saying labels. Like if somebody purchased them, you might add a label or a tag that says, hey, they purchased this particular product or what have you. It's a way of just organizing and being able to know the history behind a prospect and or customer. And so I might add a tag or something that says that they were a former member or they had enrolled in a particular product and that they're, active or not active. It's all dependent upon what you want to set up. Now, the reason you would do that is so, let's say they come back around. Let's say money was an issue. They found value, but just money was so tight. But they couldn't afford your program at the time. And some programs are, $97, 200, 300, 400, and on up a month. And so you just never know what people's financial situations are. So, but let's say they were a member and came back. Maybe you offered them a coupon or a discount for coming back as a way of thanking them for returning, or or something like that. So there's so many ways that you could utilize, just your tag, or recognizing that they were previous members or members of other programs. You might have more than one program or product available in your business. So that's some of the things that you can do with a follow up sequence for when somebody cancels. Don't just let them leave without getting some feedback. I mean, come on, you want to improve or find out maybe your price point's too high or even too low. So I hope you have found this valuable. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel, like us, tell somebody else too. We definitely want more people to join in with us. I'd be interested to know, do you have a cancellation automation or sequence to your business, whether it's Kajabi or not? Please comment below, and I will see you next Tuesday.